Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Ultra League. So let's see what team we're going to be trying out here. We're going to be using the Defense Deoxys paired with the Walrein and the Skeledirge in back. So here we're going to switch on to the Walrein. You may switch up into their Tapu Fini. Not necessarily the best counter to the Walrein, but they should still be able to get to this fairy move. Let's see if they're letting the Nature's Madness step. There you go. So it does debuff our defense. We are going to be able to fight back with our own Earthquake here. Do we get a Sewer? Okay, we get a Sewer out of this situation. That's not bad. We'll take it. And we should let this one go here. Ends up being the Surf Bait, so they decide to try to get a sneaky Surf in there right there. So we're going to switch out immediately into the Defense Deoxys to get a little bit of advantage because we know that they have that Dragon Knight still. We are able to get to that Rock Slide, dealing a good amount of damage, getting it really low. We take this Dragon Claw here, and now we have a low health Tapu Fini. We take out the Dragon Knight. We're going to be able to get to this Psycho Boost here. This is going to KO, and let's see what they have in the back. Ends up being the Magnezo, so we do have the Skeledirge for that situation. So GG's third opponent able to come back from a Shadow Dragon Knight lead with the combination of the Defense Deoxys and our Walrein. Not bad so far. We got the next matchup here against the Venusaur. This is okay. We're not doing a lot of fast move damage, but we potentially can do some super effective Psycho Boosts eventually. We are going to be able to throw a move here. We decided to go for the Rock Slide to be able to get to another Psycho Boost. Okay, our opponent does throw on timing. We are able to survive this, so we're just going to let it go. We throw the Psycho Boost here, and it does grab the shield finally. We decided to let it go, and we're going to come in with the Skeledirge here, so we can see what we have in the back. Ends up being the Giratina, so that's a good situation for us. The Giratina does throw a Dragon Claw, but we can survive that easily. We have Icicle Spears here that are going to be super effective. One Icicle Spear will not KO, but it will do a significant amount of damage. It does get it into the low yellow. Another Dragon Claw does get used, so this Giratina is not running instant power. We are gonna throw the Icicle Spear next here, and then we see the Poliwrath. Poliwrath here is going to be very difficult to deal with. We have to switch out into the Skeledirge immediately. We're going to shield here. We do shield the correct Scold, and then they switch out into their Venusaur. The Venusaur here is going to have to consider letting this go or using a shield. They decided to let it go. We are undercharging it because we want our additional Incinerate. And then we have a lot of energy now. We turn this situation to a positive situation. We're already at another Disarming Voice. So this is going to get the shield, or it's going to get the KO. And now all we have to do here is shield. If we get debuff, we still have the option to switch out. But our opponent ends up throwing the Icy Burn for the guaranteed debuff, and we're just going to go for the Disarming Voice to end the game. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with that Skeledirge, just getting a ton of energy, wrecking that Venusaur matchup, and then making sure we have 3 Disarming Voices for that Poliwrath. Alright, so our opponent here does switch out into the Ampharos. Ampharos here is interesting. We don't necessarily have a good counter to this thing. We are going to throw the Psycho Boost, and we do get a shield, and we're waiting for them to use some energy here. So they decided to go for the Brutal Swing, and then we're going to switch out here. We do end up having to tank a Brutal Swing, and then our opponent is going to be able to get to another move here. Now, the question is, do we shield here and potentially get to another move? Yes. Our opponent is going to make a critical decision here, double shield or let it go. They decide to double shield. We're going to shield here as well because we are very close to our move. And then our opponent here is going to get taken out by this Disarming Voice after one fast move. So we are going to be able to maintain alignment. We are expecting the Guzzlord to come back in. Guzzlord does come back in, but we do have a Disarming Voice ready for it. Huge damage goes through. We switch out into the Walrein. They are staying in, and they decide to throw a Brutal Swing. So Brutal Swing is not going to KO, and then our opponent here ends up having that Skeledirge in the back. One Earthquake goes through, and we need to get into the move here. Try to get your own Earthquake. Our opponent is going to be forced to use some energy. The Summer Voice does get used. And then we are going to see the Defense Deoxys with a lot of energy. We remember that it has a good amount of energy. And we are able to get to that Rock Slide to take it out, and then we are able to counter down with us. So GG's to our opponent able to win that game fairly with the combination of the Defense Deoxys and the Skeledirge. Alright, next we get the Defense Deoxys versus this Dragon Knight. Okay, we're going to switch out. In the back. Are going to be able to press it. She's going to get a shield for sure. And then we have a here. This is going to be really, really nice. Switch into Skeledirge immediately. We have to take one. A lot of damage, but we already survived it. Our opponent does switch into the dragon. We got it. Hopefully we can farm down. And we can and unfortunately unable to farm down as the shadow dragon are so powerful. Now, one of them, and that's the otherwise we would have a chance against that right there. So that's the bottom. Oh wow, another dragon. Wow, Dragon Knight City. He's down into the wall right here, and our opponent does down into as we know play as far as trying to win this matchup. We're gonna go for this Earthquake right here. You can see Earthquake only gaining about 15% damage, maybe. And then our opponent is able to get to this grass house very quickly. Our only hope here is to get this Cresselia pretty low enough so that we can farm with something. So that's the idea behind this. We're going to switch out to the Deoxys, and they switch out into the Giratina. Okay, so they have the Dragonite Giratina Cresselia turn. At this point here, we are looking like this Defense Deoxys really has no play. So we're just going to sack this and go for a bunch of Rock Slides and potentially Psycho Boost here before we get KO'd. This Shadow Sneak doesn't quite KO, but it allows us to get to the Psycho Boost here. This is chipping away at this Giratina. We're going to come back in here with the Walrein. Walrein is going to have to tank a Dragon, or actually go for the Shadow Sneak. Looking for a farm down, unable to get the farm down as they're very close to another move. We're going to go for this KO right here, and then we're going to switch on immediately into the Skeledirge. Skeledirge here has to get through the Cresselia and the Dragonite. Will it be able to do this? Find out. Will they be able to build up a ton of energy here? One, Disarming Voice does get through. This is going to get the shield, or it's going to get the KO. They decide to shield it, and then they are going to be able to get to another Dragon Claw, so this is going to hurt. We are able to survive it. We're going to throw this Disarming Voice here to take out this Dragonite, and unfortunately just not enough health left to take out this Cresselia. So GG's to our opponent, unable to beat that pretty tanky team in the back. But check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.